We've all heard that expression, bang for buck, but what exactly does it mean? So over the next 4 weeks here on Ignition GT, we're going to try and answer that question for you. We've got together 4 sporty, performance-focused cars across a very wide price category, starting with the newly launched Toyota Yaris Sport, the insane, in-your-face Honda Civic Type R, the achingly beautiful Audi RS5, and then we drop the top on the 570S from McLaren. Beautiful cars. Not only are they going to be going on hot laps around the short circuit here at Red Star Raceway, but we're also going to be doing a couple of real world tests, 0 to 100 quarter miles, so we can actually see how they stack up against their natural competition. Hit pause on your Gran Turismo, because this week we get to drive the real deal, the Honda Civic Type R.
Over-blinged jewelry, bright Nike running shoes and a flat peak cap with arbitrary logos positioned on it. This is how many will picture a Civic Type R buyer, and well, at least the audaciousness of the prospective owner will be perfectly juxtaposed with Honda's wild Halo model. Honda is adamant that all of the body addenda are functional and not just costume jewelry, and who are we to argue? As a result of the designer's exemption from limitations, there is a prevailing sense of yobbishness that permeates our senses when looking at the Type R, as if it was designed by Goku himself. And the interior, well, Goku definitely had no say in that. Rather, the accountants took over and sprinkled their anodyne magic on it, making it sensible, if a tad boring in contrast to the exterior. It is truly a Marmite car. But at the end of the day, the design is completely inconsequential to the true purpose of the Type R. It's a driver's car through and through.
Fell in love with them on Gran Turismo, went on to own a few of them. There's just something so special about a Honda, especially when it's a Type R. The Civic Type R brings back such amazing memories. I think of the previous generation and I get such a big smile on my face. The new generation is out. It's still 228 kilowatts, 400 newton meters. That hasn't changed, but it is an all-new car, new underpinnings, new chassis, and that's made a big difference. They've managed to chop off 16 kg, so it sits at just under 1,400 kilograms, which is really light. They've also changed the rear suspension from a torsion beam to a pretty complex multi-link suspension system, which gives the car so much more stability at top end, but also like this, and the braking. But it's the ability for this car to grip and turn, and that's thanks to the limited slip diff that actually just blows you away. I mean, this car has got more bite and more grip than the fingers of an Aussie fast bowler. It is insane, and you can modulate turning off the accelerator as well. It's just a massive round of applause for Honda to bring this car out, bring more of these sort of cars out. It is just such an engaging drive. Now, talking about online gamers, Gran Turismo and boy racers, what are they going to sit and talk about? The quarter mile. So let's have a look in this week's shootout how our cars fare on the quarter mile.
Audi's superb Quattro system helped the RS5 to a narrow lead off the start, whilst the Honda suffered off the line due to the omission of launch control. While the Yaris was bringing up the rear, the McLaren's superior power managed to clinch first place from the Audi. The Honda performed admirably, and as expected, the Yaris finished a distant last. In order to maintain relevance of this test, we've stacked our figures of the 4 cars against statistics of their closest rivals, which was compiled by Mark Jones from True Speed. The baby in McLaren's lineup couldn't quite match up to the screeching V10-powered Audi R8 Plus, with the Audi claiming a marginal 0.3 second advantage. The long-lasting BMW and Audi rivalry is as prominent as ever, and this time the Munich-based firm snatched top honours, only just, however. The Type R didn't fare too well against the Blue Oval's Focus RS, but you must remember that the RS has 4-wheel drive, whilst the Honda is simply front-wheel drive. And Toyota's plucky Yaris Sport unfortunately fell short when compared to Honda's recently launched Jazz Sport, with the Jazz winning by a respectable margin of almost a second.
Well, it ended up being Audi's Quattro versus the McLaren's launch. It looked like it was going to be really close off the line, but the in-gear acceleration of the McLaren is just on a different level, walking away with that quarter mile challenge. Next week, our feature car is going to be the Audi RS5. I'm looking forward to that around the track on the hot lap. And we're also going to have a look at what speeds we reach at the end of the quarter mile.